Why are you tired, man? What was your assessment of the way Kawhi played, and what do you guys need to see going forward?
Nothing, just see him on the floor, and things are gonna happen, you know. And so, like I said, just want to just ease into it. Like, didn't want to force feed him. I thought our guys did a good job of just, you know, not just sitting around watching him play, and just continue to play the game. But you see, with his presence on the floor, it makes it a lot easier for everybody else, you know. And so, it was good to have him. You know, now we just got to continue to keep building off of it.
But what does medical need to see? Anything at all, or is he clear? Guess not on until something else.
Yeah, I mean, he's cleared to play. You know, it's just like I said, we treat this as a preseason for him, so he gets his legs up under him. Make sure to come out of the game tonight, you know, feeling good. And our goal is just to keep progressing, you know, every game. And so tonight was a good start.
Coach, when you talk about the confidence that a guy like Amir Coffey got with this extra extended play time that you see while Kawhi was out, a couple nights now, back-to-back nights, he had really solid games. Will you talk about that?
No, just being confident, you know. And Amir's gotten better and better, you know, every year. And, you know, when Kawhi and PG was out that year, he played like he was more of a playmaker for us, like running pick and rolls, coming off the DHOs, making plays. And, you know, now, you know, the team we have just being able to be a shooter, you know, catch and shoot, ready to shoot at all times, not turning down shots and be effective in transition. And he's done that. He's gotten better and better every year.
Coach, you had 8 players in double digits. James had 15 and 6. What do you make of the way that the team was able to pass the ball today?
I mean, it was great. You know, I think, you know, hitting the open man, you know, we took what the defense gave us tonight. We didn't try to force anything. We didn't try to, you know, thread the needle or make home run passes. Like, we just took what the defense gave us. But, you know, in that first half, you know, having 26 points in transition, you know, was huge for us. And so when we get stops and we're playing defense and we get out and run, everyone's going to be able to get shots and share the basketball. So that's how we got to play. And this was a little bit of the blueprint of how we want to play, you know, once we're healthy.
Ty, back to Kawhi, how long do you and medical expect the minutes restrictions will be?
I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Are there any things in particular you're all looking for as you monitor that?
Like I said, just make sure there's no swelling, you know, make sure he feels good. And like I said, in preseason, you know, those first few games, you know, you just kind of playing a half or playing a certain amount of minutes until you get comfortable. And so that's what we're going to do. We're going to take it slow. And I thought tonight was a good first night to build off of.
Terance obviously came back as well. I don't think he scored in that first half yet. The bulk of his points, third quarter on. What do you make of his kind of impact, and what do you think he kind of brings back to this lineup with?
No, just his energy. You know, his ability to play in the pocket on a short roll when teams are showing, and like I say, he can pass and make plays. But you know, confident in taking his shots. You know, he did that tonight. And he was aggressive defensively, and he made some good plays offensively as well.
What do you think about James, Norman, Kawhi kind of handle there? Obviously, the 3 of the bigger scoring guys on your team. What do you think they handle there? Kind of like, you know, not my turn, your turn, but just.
Yeah, I thought we did a good job. You know, I thought we did a good job, and when you playing basketball the right way, you know, I think a lot of guys benefit. You know, DJ benefited. You know, Amir, T-Man. You know, so just playing the game the right way. You know, when you have a player like Kawhi on the floor. You know, he's gonna draw attention, gives you another shooter on the floor, another guy that teams have to worry about. And so now you go from putting your first or second player, defensive player on Norm and James. Now Norm has the 3rd best defensive player on him, and you know, allows him to get loose, allows, like I said before the game, Norm get a chance to get, you know, open threes and close out opportunities, and he did that tonight as well.
Ty, you see Zoo, the game that he had tonight, and the season that he's had for you guys. Going forward, how do you guys kind of make sure he doesn't get lost in the shuffle with guys coming back and Kawhi getting more shots, James getting more shots, guys like that, like to where it can take away from what he's been able to do?
I don't think it'll take away. I think it'll make it easier for him. I think when you have guys like James, Norman, Kawhi, the attention they bring allows Zoo to roam free under the basket. If teams are going to block shots, he's the recipient of getting, you know, drop-offs for dunks and layups. And so, like we talked about before the game, not only Norm getting easier shots, but Zoo as well, with Kawhi being on the floor. And so he won't get lost in the shuffle at all.
Coach, with the return of Kawhi, you know, Derrick Jones Jr. moves to the bench. Can you just talk about his impact that he's going to have with that second unit? We saw him, you know, some big time dunks tonight.
Yeah, I mean, just being a defensive minded player, like you said, a shutdown corner, and just running the floor, being athletic, back cuts, running the floor, getting lobs, and tonight was a good example of what he's been doing for us all year. But things are a lot more open, like I said, when you have Kawhi on the floor and you have a good offensive team on the floor like that. And so it's going to be, game to game, just kind of seeing how teams are playing and what we need for that night between him and KD. And so I thought DJ did a good job just taking advantage of his minutes off the bench.
T, you've been watching Kawhi ramp up for several weeks now. What was probably the most surprising thing that you saw tonight that you probably hadn't seen in the last 3-4 weeks?
I can't remember. No, I'm being serious this time. I know he made some threes. I know he got a steal in transition. He shot that over the head. I didn't like the overhead shot, but I don't know. I'm sorry, Law. I really don't.
Is that a good thing?
I guess. Yeah.
Coach, had it been a closer game, would we have seen Kawhi play more? And then he had the three going, like you just mentioned, but what parts of his game, what components as he ramps up, will you be looking for to get a better idea when he's back?
Just getting to the basket. He had the play in transition where he just he threw it, shot over his head. He had the one where we threw it over the top to him where he went and got it, but he didn't finish at the basket. So just the timing of those things of just finishing around the basket, attacking the rim, like what we want to see. When he's getting to the basket, getting to his spots for his pull-ups. And what was your other question?
Had it been a closer game, would he have played?
No, sir. No.
Two more.
Coach, going back to Zoo, can we talk about how his game has evolved as far as a passer? He's catching the ball in the dunker spot. He hit D. Jones, he's hit Terance Mann, splash out to Kawhi for a three. Can you talk about what he's doing in his patience as far as seeing what the defense is giving him and hitting his open teammate?
Yeah, he's gotten a lot better this year. Early on we were using him a lot to post when teams were double teaming, and we didn't really handle it well. And so, Larry Drew and Jay Larranaga, just working with Zoo, every day about, when he's getting double teamed, being patient, backing it out, and just observing the floor, not panicking and, turning the basketball over. And, last couple of weeks, he's really done a good job of just, taking care of the basketball, hitting open cutters, and being patient in the double team. So he's getting better with that.
Hey, Ty. Sorry, way back here. Someone until you come into the season, you get Kawhi back in game 35, but you guys beat 20-15. And what does that say about this team, and where do you think this team could go? Like, what's your expectations?
We can, definitely a lot of room for improvement. We can get better. We got to start adding offensively now that Kawhi's back. But our guys have done a great job. Like I said, James and Norm and Zoo, they've really done a good job of just showing their veteran leadership, but also carrying this team and putting up with all the practices and all the different film sessions and all the stuff we had to do throughout this time. But I give our whole team credit, for Kawhi to be out and still compete every single night, having a defensive mindset every single night, and just finding ways to win games. It hasn't been the same. It hasn't looked the same every night. Every win hasn't looked the same. We just got to find ways to win games. And I think our guys have done a great job of just stepping up. DJ and KD, Amir's been great. T-Man before he got hurt when he was coming off the bench. Nico, Scoot. So everybody's played a part in where we're at today. And so now we got to just be ready to build off this. We've done a good job of holding it down till Kawhi got back. But now we got to continue to take those next steps to be a great team.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ty.
Yes, sir.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too, Tony.